Yes. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people speak to me. Say hi, Jerusha. It's Money Making Monday, baby. And I told my TikTok family that I would show up, answer a business question really quickly at 1:30. And so I'm like, it's 1:34. But I am here. Hello, gorgeous. So I'm live on TikTok and I'm streaming in my Facebook family as well. So yes, if you're watching the broadcast, make sure you speak to me. Say hi, Jerusha. The pretty people actually speak to me. So I am out and about hanging out with the family. Oh, thank you so much. So yes, Arkansas is in the building. Let me know where you are from. I want to know if you are a newbie to me. Make sure you put newbie in the comments below. Say, I'm a newbie, I'm a newbie, I'm a newbie. All the newbies, let me know so I can acknowledge you, newbie. I want to see you. And I want to say thank you for watching the broadcast if you are a newbie. Obviously, if you're on Facebook, you watch the replay, put replay below. And then, of course, if you tag and share, you and I are like besties. Like, we're best friends already if you tag and share because you're my people. Because when I show up like this and I share, you share, that's how we change the world. Yes, knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. Write that down. Knowledge is the new rich. Yes. Hey, Miss Allie is in the building from Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, I see you, Memphis. I see you, Chicago. I see you, New York. Yes. Oh, North Carolina in the building. Hello, North Carolina. Hi, gorgeous. All right. So really quickly, I only have a small amount of time, but I wanted to jump on as promised. A part of being successful is being consistent. And so I told my TikTok family I would answer a business question on Monday at 1:30. So I wanted to make sure that I showed up just for you because you're a pretty person, just for you, and I give you some tips on how to get unstuck, some activity to do to get unstuck. A lot of it still comes with your attitude. Your attitude is really what's going to make the difference. Your attitude determines your altitude. Write that down. Your attitude determines your altitude. Oh, Baton Rouge in the building. Hey, Miss Trina. Baton Rouge in the building. So if you're joining me for the first time, you're like, who is this? Who is this young lady? Well, I'm Jerusha Wiggins, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help women start a business in my organization or build their current businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, baby. Hashtag double threat. If you want to be a double threat, you want to be able to work your business offline, online. Doesn't matter if the internet crashed. It doesn't matter because you know how to communicate effectively face to face. If if the pandemic happened and people were not face to face, doesn't matter. You know how to communicate effectively online. So yes, I actually did phenomenal in terms of transitioning from offline to online. And so I help women be able to do both. Oh, I see Charleston, South Carolina in the building. Well, I'm from South Carolina, but Columbia, South Carolina. Me and you are neighbors. Hey, neighbor. So let's get this party started. So a couple of things. When I started my business offline, I built a successful business offline for years. Everybody was meeting at home meetings and parties and business offices and Starbucks and just that face-to-face contact, which we love, right? We love the human contact because there's nothing like it. But you know what? In 2015 or so, or even 2012, people started being online more. Like there was this online presence of people jumping online. And I was the person, I'm going to be honest, I did not want to learn how to leverage social media. I wasn't even really on social media, right? So I went live for the first time in 2017. So a way for you to get unstuck is to do something that makes you uncomfortable. And it made me uncomfortable because I'm not tech savvy. How many of you are not tech savvy? Comment below, Jerusha. Girl, I'm not tech savvy. Me either. Like I was like, oh, another thing for me to learn. Another tool. I'm already successful offline. And so I had to change my attitude. So I said, you know what? It's actually more people online that I could ever meet offline. Why wouldn't I learn how to do it so I can offer my product, my service, my opportunity? And so I was resistant to change, but I knew I needed to change. And so I went live for the first time right around the corner, 2017. So it wasn't years ago, right? Just a few years ago. And I started doing what I do, which is talk. And I've always said I'm going to get paid to talk. And I've always done that. And so that's why my background is radio and television. You know, my degrees are in communications and public relations, worked for CNN News, had a radio show as well. So I always knew I was going to talk. And so I didn't know I was going to be talking live on a social media platform. And so I decided, okay, let me do what I don't want to do so I can see different results. And so I can tell you, to get unstuck in your business or to get unstuck in life, you've got to make yourself uncomfortable. What matters is what you believe, where you will be in the next 3 months, 6 months. Where do you believe you will be if you start today? And so I was like, okay, January 1, 2017, I just started. I wasn't going to ask people for permission. I wasn't going to see if it was good. I just started. So let me just tell you, you can surpass your destination because you are on a success train, right? The life you have is moving quickly, okay? So I need you to write this down. You need to surround yourself with winners. You need to surround yourself with people who say, why not? Girl, do it. Girl, get up. You need to surround yourself with people who believe in your dream. If you don't have that person, you have what? The Lord above, right? So you have that. You believe in you. You surround yourself with people that are hopeful, and you start speaking life over your business, over your abilities. You just start doing it. You have to believe you can ride to the top. And so that's why I always say in all of our broadcasts, is so much room at the top. It's the bottom that's overcrowded. And so you have no competition at the top. I'm going to tell you, most people like to be comfortable. Most people don't like change. And so you're the person that is choosing to change. You know what? You're going to leave that old you behind. It's already the middle of 2021. Remember your New Year's resolution on January 1? You was like, oh, this year I'm doing it. This year I got it, right? And we're already 6 months in. Well, we're in the 7th month, right? You still have time, but you got to start today. This could still be the best year of your life. You could still write that book. You could still start that business. You could still start that nonprofit. You could still do it, but you got to start today. So when I started, I was like, all right, I'm going to do what I know how to do. It was not perfect. I'm not even perfect today. I'm going to make mistakes on this broadcast, but I'm okay with that because I'm human. And once you get over that and stop worrying about what people think of you, you'll be successful. Because we are all here for a purpose, right? And so you have one final destination. What is it going to be? Yes, you can stay where you are and complain. Get out the complaint counter, okay? So a couple of things I want to share with you, right? Oh, I see you. I see you, Florida, in the building. See, there's a lot of people wanting everything and doing nothing. Too many people are wanting and not enough people are willing. See, those are different, right? People use those words interchangeably, but they're so different. You want to be a self-made millionaire. You want to be debt-free, but are you willing to do what's necessary to have those things? Okay? You can't be that person who has already given up and you've decided it's not working for you. It's not happening for you. That's your attitude. It is happening for you if you're doing the work. So you don't stop in the middle of the road. Who stops? We're in the middle, right, of 2021. You're just going to stop in the middle of the road and say it's not for you? You're going to try something else when you've already began one thing? No, you complete projects. You complete your dreams. You complete your destination. You complete it. And the other thing I need you to understand is you don't stop, obviously, and look at other people. You cannot look at stats because you're not a statistic. You cannot look at what it takes for other people to achieve their goals. You cannot look at what it takes for other people to acquire wealth. God's stats are different from man's stats, okay? And so let me just tell you, you don't know how he's going to bless you, but he can't bless you if you're not doing the work and putting in the sweat equity. You've got to put in the sweat equity every single day. Every day you have to do it. It's interesting. You can choose to work a 9 to 5, right? And work for somebody else. They have a plan. They have a plan of action to always be employed, right? And so that employer of yours is expecting you to do a job every day from 9 to 5 and you show up or whatever your schedule is. How come you can't show up just like that for yourself? Yes, entrepreneurship requires you to work a little bit harder, but it's yours. It's nothing like it's yours. You're building it for you, your family, your legacy. It's your inheritance. It's yours. And so I can tell you, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with working a job that you love. I actually enjoyed working in television. I enjoyed that, right? It wasn't mine, right? It belongs to Ted Turner. Wasn't mine, but I enjoyed it. And it wasn't mine. I'm going to tell you the difference. When something is yours and you nurture that thing, you put time into that thing, you cry over that thing. When something has not just your physical work, but you're emotionally involved in it, you believe it. You work differently, yes or yes. Because I can tell you, if your job, your building burned down today, how many of you gonna put your sweat and tears into getting it back together? Raise your hand. I'm gonna wait for it. If your job, your building that you work at right now burns down, how many of you gonna put money into it for them to rebuild it? How many of you gonna go help them move all the bricks out the way, get the furniture out, try to salvage some stuff? How many of you gonna do it? Raise your hand if you're sure. Raise your hand if you're sure. How many are you gonna do it? Why? Why? You're not going to take your time and go to your job after it burns down and you're not going to help them rebuild it? Why, girl? You're not going to help them? Why? Because it's not yours. It's not yours. And so we invest our time in what we believe and what we want. That is probably for you, it pays the bills. That's it. For you, it's probably like me, it pays the bills. She said, yes. Okay, it pays the bills, right? But is it where you're supposed to be long term? You're going to spend 30 years or 40 years, helping somebody else build their dreams, or are you going to build yours? And so that lets you know that if you're not going to be that person that runs up to the job and say, I'm here to volunteer. I've never heard anybody do that. You're like, whoo, I'm glad I don't have to go to work today. I'm sorry it burned down. We're going to pray for them. Nobody got hurt or anything like that, right? Woo, but I'm glad I'm off. I can't wait. I hope it takes them a long time to rebuild that building. I'm off work. That's what you're probably saying. So that means you need to find your passion. You might enjoy it, but is it your passion? And so you need to find your passion. So here's the thing. How you're going to get unstuck. First of all, you got to visualize. Write this down. You got to visualize, because I'm not seeing what I see. I'm seeing what I believe, because I'm looking with the eyes of faith, right? I'm looking at it. I can see myself doing it. So right now, if you are stuck and you have a business, you got to see yourself talking to customers. You got to see yourself with the income that you want. You got to visualize that account. Already the number, write it out, write a check to yourself. You got to visualize where you're going every day. You cannot wake up and not have a plan of action. I'm all about the to-do list. Okay. You've got to have a to-do list of what you plan to do to build your business. It is so disappointing to meet and listen to people who don't know who they are. They don't believe in themselves, right? They don't believe it. You got to start with self first. So when you stop, right, building your dreams, when you stop dreaming, when you stop envisioning yourself, right, you stop building, the legacy that you wanted. I look at it like another dream deferred. When people defer their dreams, it's like deferring a loan. Okay. So when you went to college, I went to undergrad in North Carolina, right? So let's say you went to college, you got a loan, and you can defer the loan. That's what people do with their dreams. You defer your dreams to a later time. We don't want you to defer your dreams. Another dream deferred because you're waiting. I'm going to do it tomorrow. You're postponing. I'm going to do it at a later date. I'm going to start in 2022. I'm going to start when this happens. I'm going to start when I get the website. Oh yeah, I'm going to start when I get a logo. I'm going to start when, you know what? Those are excuses. And excuses are lies we tell ourselves. Do not delay your success. Do not hold off from becoming greater. Do not hold off on becoming a multimillionaire. Do not. There is not a later time. The time is now. Tomorrow is today. Write that down. Say, Jerusha, tomorrow is today. Oh, thank you for sharing. Yes. Is that Olivia? I love you for sharing. If you share the broadcast, we're besties, okay? So tomorrow is today. This is the perfect time for you to get radical. This is the perfect time for you to act ridiculous online. Like you show up like, what? I'm here. You know that song, I'm not going to swear, but that song's like, I heard you was looking for me. You're going to show up, right? Crazy. I'm ready. I'm hungry. And get ready to ride your race. Get ready, get ready, get ready. That's how TD Jake says. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready to win. Who's going to get radical with me? Like I act radical all the time. My kids like, slow down, mommy. Who's going to get radical with me? Who's going to act ridiculous with me? Who's ready to enjoy the ride? Who's ready? Raise your hand. Give me the hand emoji. I'm ready. I'm ready. All you have to do is learn. Write this down. Let me tell you what you need to do to get unstuck. You've got to invest in yourself, obviously, okay? Learn how to market yourself. If you're in network marketing and direct sales, I don't believe in really marketing a company name. I believe you should market yourself because you're the brand. People buy people. People are purchasing you. When I show up, they're purchasing Jerusha, right? And so what I'm giving, and so I want you to start saying, you're the CEO, you're the boss. People want to see you do it. So you're going to show up. You're going to learn about attraction marketing. You're going to learn how to attract your tribe, what to post, when to post. You're going to learn how to start conversations in Messenger. The money is made in Messenger. You're going to learn how to overcome objections. You're going to learn to be influential. You're going to learn to believe in yourself. You're going to learn how to do those things. These are skills, right? Everybody can learn. Everybody can learn a skill. Now, if you ask my boys, I have 2 boys, my husband and I, we live in Atlanta. If you ask them, I'll say, you cannot say the word can't. There's no such thing as you can't. The word is, I choose not to, or I don't want to. So all of you can show up on social media. You can start conversations. You can learn a skill. You can do it. Now, if you will do it, that's another question. You might not want to do it, but if you're choosing, right, to build a big business, if you're choosing to get unstuck, you've got to do these things. Number 1, you start conversations to move your product, to offer your product. You've got to start conversations every single day with new people. Yes or yes. Number 2, starting conversations to offer your opportunity. You've got to do it. Stop waiting on people. You post something and you think the world is about to purchase your bracelets. You think the world is about to purchase your lashes. You think the world, no, they're not. Okay. You got to start a conversation. Remember, even though we're online, you still have to be human. You know this thing called human? You still got to be a human being, right? You still have to build relationships. That's the part about social media people don't understand. Just because we're clicking buttons, we still have to be human. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. So act ridiculous and speak to everybody. You do not know who will be open to your bracelet, your pots, your pans, your lotions, your potions, your cocoa butter, whatever. You don't know until you ask. I can give you an example. The first person that talked to me about my direct sales business, I got started. No one ever spoke to me about a business. I was corporate America bound. I knew I was going to work in news. I knew it, right? When I was in high school, I said, that's what I'm going to do. And I did it. And so I never was introduced to network marketing or direct sales. So the first person that told me about it, I was like, oh, okay. I wanted time freedom at the time. I was like, sounds like something I need to look into. Looked into it, bam, I got started. So that's how I know you're not talking to everybody. Because how would you have found me? You've got to start conversations. And so you need to do it. You can do it. It's just, you know what? Having the attitude that everybody wants to work with me. Everybody wants what I have. Everybody wants it. You got to speak those affirmations. Yes. Radical. Yes. She said, I'm radical, Jerusha. Okay, good. You're going to get radical with me. Radical. Yes. Radical in your ideas, radical in the way that you speak, the way that you show up, just being you. Be yourself. Listen, you can't be me. I'm an original and I don't want to be you because I want what God has for me and you should want what God has for you. Yes or yes. So it's so much fun when you show up and you're radical. You want to get extreme. These next 6 months, you want to be extreme with your actions. You want to do something you've never done before. Write this down. Yes, you can contact 50 new people every day. I'm going to say it again. You could. You can do it, right? You can contact 50 new people every day and offer your product, your service, your opportunity. Your business will grow if you do that consistently. And you don't move until you do it. You don't go to sleep until you do it. Okay. You can follow up with 20 new clients every day and you don't stop until it's done every day. That's how you get unstuck, is activity. You get unstuck by doing. You're not going to get unstuck by praying, Lord, please help me get unstuck. My business is not growing. Help me, and you do nothing. Faith without work is what? Dead. Faith without work is dead. You got to do the work, my dear. My cutie patootie, you got to do the work. And so what I want you to do is unfold those hands. Once you start finish praying, I need you to contact 50 new people. I need you to follow up with 20 new clients. Follow up, follow up, follow up. In any sales business, you've got to follow up 5 to 12 times, making contact 5 to 12 times before most sales are final. Most people follow up 1 or 2 times and they say they did it. You didn't do it. If the average sales in anything, furniture sales, car sales, any sales, people have to make 5 to 12 contacts with the client for a final sale. So listen to me. If you've done it 1 or 2 times, that's not enough, my dear. Okay. And so that's just like the girl that sells the Girl Scout cookies. When you go into Walmart, she said, well, you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? She doesn't remember that she asked you. And when you come back out, she said, you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? How long are they standing out there? Do you want to buy some Girl Scout cookies? They're asking every single person, do they want to buy Girl Scout cookies? Right? And she doesn't stop until she sells all the cookies. You got to have that same attitude. Okay, you don't stop until you hit your number, whatever that goal is. You got to book people every single day. Book 10 people every day to listen to your service. If you're in insurance or financial services or whatever service, book somebody. You can't book them if you ain't talking to them, right? So that's where you got to start those conversations. That's how you act ridiculous. I gave you the formula to acting ridiculous so you can get unstuck in your business. I want to see you do it. I want to see the extreme version of you this month. I want to see the extreme version. I want to see you act crazy. Like, you know what? This is my time. I know I said no one cares what you did 6 months ago. We only care what you're going to do right now. Oh, thank you so much. All right. And the next one I'll tell you is you've got to have a mentor or upline or business coach or whomever. You've got to have somebody that's pushing you forward to success. You've got to have somebody that's saying, did you make those 50 new contacts today? Did you follow up with 20 new clients today? Did you book 10 appointments today? You've got to have somebody that's pushing you to do it. Because what happens is when you don't have that accountability, you don't do it. You make excuses. Now, at your job, you can't make excuses. You show up from 9 to 5 and you got to perform to get paid. Yes or yes. And you probably are the best performer at the job. People call you for everything, right? Because you show up on time, you stay late. Girl, you doing it. I need you to take that same energy and put it towards your business as well. You got to hold yourself accountable. It's actually sad that somebody has to be over us, like your boss or manager. Somebody has to be over us to really get the job done, right? But in your business, no one's really over you. If you're an independent contractor, no one's over you. But you have to say, you know what, to my mentor, my business coach, I need you to hold me accountable. Okay, I need that in my life. I need somebody to be like, did you do X, Y, and Z today? You didn't. Okay, let's do it. You need that in your life. Now, a lot of people get offended because they don't like to be told what to do. Well, let me tell you a secret. In order for you to be successful is you got to be a great follower to be a great leader. You got to be able to follow directions. You got to be able to follow a proven track record. You got to be able to follow to be a great leader. You are important. Financial freedom is still available for you. Time freedom is still available for you. It's available for anybody willing to do the work. Okay. Again, write this down. I'm not seeing what I see. I'm seeing what I believe, because I'm developing 100 online leaders in my personal organization. I see the 100 women. They're sharp. They're driven. They're overachievers. They're hungry. I see it. I see them because I'm looking with the eyes of faith. I'm looking with the vision that I have. I see them, and every day I'm looking for them. Every day I'm starting conversations to find them. Every day they're attracted to me. Every day, because that's what we're doing. Okay, I'm not stuck. We're doing it. Get unstuck by doing. Get unstuck by your actions. You're not going to get motivated magically, right? All of a sudden, you're going to wake up and I'm motivated. No, action precedes motivation. Hello, action precedes motivation. So do not defer your dreams. Oh, she said helpful. If that was helpful, said Jerusha, that was helpful to me. Yes, all the pretty people say Jerusha. Yes, helpful, helpful, helpful. Tomorrow is coming, whether you choose to grow or not. Tomorrow is coming, whether you choose to get unstuck or not. Tomorrow is coming, right? And so I heard a speaker say, I listen to a lot of motivational speakers and teachers and things of that nature. And I heard a speaker say the chair of compromise is much more comfortable than the chair of commitment. The chair of compromise is much more comfortable than the chair of commitment, because the chair of commitment requires you to be uncomfortable. You're going to cry over there. You're going to be sad over there, right? But it's going to be worth it because you're growing. That's where growth is. So why not choose to grow today and every day? Why? Why not choose today is the day? Today is your day to grow. You think you're listening to me by accident? No, ma'am. Today is your day. Okay? That's not by accident. That's by design. So you will say to yourself, okay, one day, if you don't start right now, next month or 6 months from now, you're going to be saying, I could have been a 6-figure earner, but I wanted to go to sleep. I could have been a 6 or 7-figure earner, but I wanted to hang out with my girlfriends. I could have been a 6-figure earner or debt-free, but I wanted to watch my favorite television show. I could have been a 6-figure earner or a 7-figure earner or debt-free or financially free, but I wanted to do X, Y, and Z, right? You don't want to be the woulda, coulda person. No one cares what you could have done. People only want to know what you did. What did you do? People want to hear the triumph story. They want to know that you overcame. They want to know, because you know what? Your success is tied to somebody else's belief system. You give other people hope when you do it. So I choose not to compromise my success because those things, are comfortable. It's comfortable to not show up on a live at 1:30. I could say, well, I'm hanging out with the family this week. I'm not going to show up. But I have a responsibility. I wanted to be committed to what I said I was going to do, so I showed up anyway. You see the difference? I showed up anyway. I don't have to. And people say, yes, you do make your own schedule as an entrepreneur. But I actually love talking. So I actually like teaching. So it doesn't feel like work, right? Even though it's work, it doesn't feel like work. I want to do it. So I'm telling you, do not defer your dreams. It is more comfortable to look at other people do it. It is more comfortable, right, for you to post and pray on social media as opposed to meeting new people and starting conversations. That's the hard part. People want to avoid the work. You cannot avoid the work. Success comes with the work attitude and the work uniform. You can write that down. Said Jerusha said, success comes with the work attitude and the work uniform. It is more comfortable just to scroll and scroll and scroll. That is more comfortable. But it's uncomfortable to say, well, I'm going to post on purpose. I'm going to prepare my post. I'm going to go live, whether it's TikTok, Reels, Facebook, Instagram. I'm going to do something ridiculous. I'm going to get radical with this thing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get crazy like Jerusha. Yes. Okay. I'm going to act ridiculous and not worry about what people think. When you are fully committed, you will make it. You will. Whatever your dreams are, whatever that looks like, you still can do it. But it starts with your attitude. It starts with you starting today. So you need to decide, write this down. A pretty person is putting this in the comments for me. If this was helpful, say helpful, Jerusha. If you love this, you're like, oh my gosh, I love learning. Okay, I love teaching. You love learning. Make sure you click the 3 dots and follow. Do the see first. Bring me up if you're on Facebook, or follow me. So when I go live, you get that notification. If you're on TikTok, follow me so you get the notification, of course, so you don't miss the goods. I go live every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page. So, of course, every Tuesday I'm giving tools, apps, scripts, how to overcome objections. I'm giving all the things every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page. I would love to have you over there. And so, of course, loving on my new TikTok family. I've been doing TikTok, since the beginning of the year. And I'm like 30,000 followers. And I just started. That's what I mean. I didn't wait to start. I was like, oh, there's another platform. Let's start. And you can go see the first one I did. I was like, I'm going to do what I know. Talk. So whatever it is you do, you cook, you do that. If you are organizer, you do that. If you can style, you do that. Whatever you do, show up doing what you already know, because you're comfortable doing that, right? Yes or yes. And so write this down. So I would love to show up for you. My hope is that I shorten somebody else's learning curve. So if you've learned something, there's a link in the bio. Just click that link so you can get free business tips every single week. So that way you get my free PDFs, you get my notes. There's a link in the bio. If you're on TikTok, it's only one link. It'll take you to my link tree. If you're on Facebook, the link is right there. Please go ahead and do it if you want free business tips and motivation and inspiration every single week. I love to share what I know for sure with you, because you know what? I don't feel like business is a seesaw. I don't have to push somebody down in order for us to go up. We can all go up together. So I'm cool with that. Yes or yes? Oh, yes. And I'm always expanding. She said, what about the 100 online leaders? There's a link in the bio. You can direct message me if you want, but there's a link in the bio if you want to learn more about the team that I'm building. Yes, yes, yes. I'd love to talk to you. Write this down and we'll let you go, and I'm going to go have some fun. Write this down. I need you to decide. Today I'm unstuck. I'm no longer stuck. I'm not speaking that over my life and over my business. Okay. I'm not going to defer my dreams because I decided. Okay. Do you know indecision is a decision? So number one, you decide to be successful. You decide to be different. You decide to be radical. You decide to act ridiculous. You decide. It is a decision. Okay. Number two, I need you to commit to that decision. I need you to commit to that decision. I'm committed to meeting 5, 10, 20 new people every day. I'm committed to starting conversations. I'm committed to posting 1 to 3 times a day. A post a day keeps leads coming your way. I'm committed to posting. I'm committed to it. Okay. I'm committed to selling my product or my service. I'm committed to it. And the last thing is, it equals you will succeed. Number 3 is you will succeed. If you decide and you commit, what's next is your success. You will succeed, but you got to start. And you're not stuck anymore. After this training today, you are not stuck. That is an attitude. You are unstuck. You're going to make some things happen. You're going to be ridiculous with me. You're going to show up like me, right? And you're going to do you, obviously, but you're going to be like, you know what? She did it scared. I can do it scared. I do everything scared. I don't even worry about being perfect. I worry about being me. That's it. And so you need to show up being your authentic self. No, yes, you deserve it. She said, yes. Helpful. If that was helpful, say that was helpful, Jerusha. I appreciate your lovely faces. Guess what? I'm live every Tuesday at 1:30. If you want more of this, I will look forward to seeing you on tomorrow. Yes, and every other time that I go live. Click the link in my bio if you love it. You love it. She said, I love it. I love it. I'm glad to be of service. Oh, Alabama's in the building. Yes, I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I see you on the page. Have a great day. Yes, let's make this a money